Yeah, this is my post-fight video on the Ricky Burns versus Raimundo Beltran. I think it was a great fight. I didn't make a prediction on this fight. I knew it was coming. I forgot all about it. I was gonna make a prediction video on it. I was gonna predict Burns to win, but the fight slipped my mind, and then they were already weighing in yesterday when I saw it, and it was too late. Um, it almost seems as though Ricky Burns came in trying to prove a point tonight by trying to stop Beltran. I think he felt he could stop Beltran. He came in hitting hard. Early in the fight, you could tell Ricky Burns was throwing some very hard punches, probably harder than the ones Beltran was throwing. But it seems as though Beltran could take the punches better than Burns could take them. And Beltran actually had Ricky Burns hurt through most of the fight. Every once in a while, Ricky Burns would land a hard punch. Ricky Burns is actually the faster, in my opinion, the more skilled boxer. Although he didn't come in trying to outbox Beltran, he came in. It almost seems like he wanted to come in and stop Beltran, and it backfired on him. He got caught by too many body shots and too many punches. Beltran was able to drop him late in the fight, in the second half of the fight. It ended up being a draw. I felt Beltran won, but that's basically I felt he won because of Ricky Burns, all the holding he was doing. He was doing a lot of holding. I'm not a big fan of the holding. If Burns could have stopped from holding a little bit more, I felt it could have been a draw. It would have been deserved a draw, but with all the holding he was doing, I felt Beltran won. I felt Beltran deserved the nod. He didn't get it. It ended up being a draw. And the sad thing is, I feel if Burns and Beltran were to fight again, Burns will probably come in with a better game plan and probably outbox Beltran, and Beltran's probably never going to get to see that win if they were to have a rematch. I'm not going to call it a robbery, but hey, that was just my opinion that I felt Beltran deserved the win this time. It was a great night of fighting. We also had some other good fights earlier in the day. We had Gary Fox versus Scotty Carble, or I'm not sure. Probably not pronouncing that name right. Gary Fox was quite a character. He had a good uppercut. He did get outboxed by Scotty, who seemed to be fighting like with a little bit like Froch. Remember, he reminded me of Froch. He outboxed him. We also had a fight, cruiserweight fight, David Graff versus Steven Simmons. That was a good fight. Graff got hurt. Actually, Graff seemed to get tired late in the fight, where Simmons was able to continue through the fight, although Graff was throwing the harder punches. He had a really hard, like an overhand hook, kind of like a hybrid hook overhand punch that he threw. You had another fight earlier in the day, which was Cullum Smith. Now, Cullum Smith, he's a great boxer, man. He's someone that everyone needs to start watching, man. He has amazing body shots. He's a hard puncher. He has good form. He has a double hook to the head and down to the body. You could just tell he's a good boxer, even though the fight didn't last very long. You could tell just by the way he stands and everything that he's a great boxer. I can't wait to see him later.